Social life of the Indus Valley civilization. There were three social groups. So in the Indus Valley civilization, the whole community was divided into three social groups. The first group comprised people from the ruling class who lived in the citadel. So the first category belongs to the ruling class and who used to live in the citadel. That is the citadel is a raised part of the city. Wealthy merchants and the high priest belonged to the first group. So even along with the ruling class who were there, they were the high priest and the wealthy merchants. Some historians think that in the cities were governed by a priest king. So according to some historians, they think that Indus Valley civilization was you can say ruled by the priest king. Okay, the figure of a person in regal attire, that means, as you can see in this picture, it is a Harappan priest king. This was the statue which was excavated from the Harappan city. The figure of a person in regal attire who look like a priest probably suggests this. So in the previous picture, just now we have seen the picture, right? In that particular statue we can see it was a priest king, and according to that picture we come to know that priest used to rule the whole civilization. The petty merchants, artisans and craft person belong to the second group. So the small merchants, artisans and the craft person, they belong to the second group, and the laborers belong to the third group and lived in a small houses. So laborers, that means the farmers, the poor section of the society, they used to live in the third group and they used to live in a small houses. Dress and ornaments. The ornaments of Indus Valley people were made of gold, silver, bone, stone, ivory and shell. So these are the items through which the different types of ornaments were made during the Indus Valley civilization. The rich wore gold and silver jewelry. So the richer section of the society, they used to wear the jewelry made up of gold and silver. The poor used shell, copper and silver ornaments. So the poor section of the society, they used to wear the ornaments made up of shell, copper and silver. The women wore a short skirt. So during their daily life, the women used to wear a short skirt. It was held on the waist with a girdle. So they used to wear the skirts, and there was a, kind of belt system which used to held them to held the skirt in their waist. The men wore a long and loose unstitched garment. So the men used to wear a long and loose unstitched garment, that is cloth. Women wore necklace, bangles, bracelets, earrings and breast band. So these are the different types of jewelries which women used to wear. The women comb their hair. So even in the Indus Valley civilization, the women, they know how to use the comb. So they used to comb their hair. Men had also adorned themselves with ornaments like armlet and finger rings. So even men also in the Indus Valley civilization, they used to wear the ornaments just like armlet and finger rings. Okay, so these are the ornaments which were worn by the Indus Valley people. Okay, so as you can see, they are made up of gold, silver, shell, copper. Okay, next is food. Wheat and barley were the staple diet of the people. So the Indus Valley people, they used to eat the wheat and barley. They were fond of milk, meat, fish, eggs and fruits. So not only the wheat and barley, but they also used to drink the milk, eat meat, fish, eggs and fruits. Script. The Harappan scripts were pictography. So the Harappan scripts were in the form of pictography, that means drawn in the form of picture. The picture like sign represent ideas, objects and words. So whatever the scripts which were found from the Indus Valley civilization, it was in the form of picture, and with the help of this picture like sign, that means the historians, they try to understand the basic ideas, objects and words of the Indus people. The script has been engraved on the numerous seals that have been found at all the Indus Valley sites. So different types of scripts were found from the different seals which the uh, archaeologists have found in the different Indus Valley sites. It is interesting to note that the Indus script has not yet been deciphered. Deciphered. So though we have discovered many seals, right, but till now many or you can say till now the Indus Valley scripts are not deciphered, that means discovered till so far, but these are just the you can see from the seal which they get the information about the Indus Valley civilization script. So as you can see in this picture, in this form they used to write, and the historians and the archaeologists, they try to understand each and every symbols. Next is religion. A seal representing a male deity and some female figurines found at different sites suggests that they probably worship Pashupati, that is Shiva, and mother goddesses. So many of the seals have been found which in that seals a male figure is shown, okay, and a female figure is also found in different cities, or you can say different sites of the Indus Valley civilization. So here male deity means they used to worship the Pashupati, that means Lord Shiva, and female figurines means mother goddesses. Mother goddesses represent fertility. So here mother goddesses means that fertility, that means they can produce children. There are no temples or other structures among the remains. So it was a quite you can say interesting fact that in the Indus Valley civilization there is no you can say presence of temples or any other structure. That means they used to worship the Pashupati and the mother goddesses. There is no temple which were found in the Indus Valley civilization. This is the mother goddesses, okay, which represent fertility, that means to produce more children, okay, and this is the you can say Pashupati, that is Lord Shiva. So they used to worship the Pashupati, that is Lord Shiva. The Indus people believed in life after death. So just like other civilization, Indus people also they believed in they believe that there is life after a person is dead. They buried their dead in a huge earthen pot along with food and ornaments. So they used to bury the dead bodies in the earthen pot. That means in a pot they used to keep the dead body, and along with the pot there was they used to keep the foods and ornaments. No structure from any site has been identified so far as religious building, and there is no icons or ornamental design to support this. So we have already discussed that from in the Indus Valley civilization, we till now we have not got any you can say presence of religious building, that means temples, okay, or till now they have not got any statues through which we can recognize that they used to worship the idols, okay. It can thus be concluded that religion was not perhaps the basics of social bonding. So hence we can say that though there was no presence of religious building, that is temples and icons, so we can say that in the Indus Valley civilization there were does not give religion as a basic important. Their main bonding or their main social bonding was according to their needs and requirement, okay. They used to live together happily. Next is decline. Now we will discuss or we will learn why the Indus Valley civilization declined, that means why it came to an end. The Indus Valley civilization started declining between 1900 BCE and 1700 BCE. So during this period the Indus Valley civilization was declined. Nothing definite is known about the cause of the decline of the civilization. So whatever the information which we will learn in this paragraph, it is just the you can say basic idea, or just or you can say rumors, okay, but exactly we don't know what was the main reason why the Indus Valley civilization came to an end. The city of Mohenjo-daro was destroyed and rebuilt a number of times. So it is or you can say we get the information from many historians and archaeologists that the city of Mohenjo-daro, it was destroyed many times, and it was again rebuilt many, or you can say number of times. The cities might have been destroyed by natural disaster like earthquake, flood, or a change in the course of the river Indus. So it is believed that, it is not sure whether with the help of these uh, disaster the Indus Valley civilization was come to an end, but it is just the basic idea. Okay, so it is believed that the cities of the Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, that means the whole Harappan civilization, was destroyed by the natural disaster, that is earthquake, flood, or there was a change in the direction of the flow of the river Indus. The cities might also have declined owing to Aryan invasion. So this is the first reason. Second reason, it might be the cities of the Indus Valley civilization might come to an end. Why? Because Aryans started capturing the areas of the Indus Valley civilization, and they started capturing the whole areas. Probably deforestation was another cause for the decline of these civilizations. So the third reason, it might can be the reason for the decline of the Indus Valley civilization. It can be it can be deforestation. That means till now the people were uh, they were more civilized, right? They came to know that different types of how to use the different types of woods. Okay, so it is believed that the third reason for the decline of the Indus Valley civilization might be deforestation, that means cutting down of trees, and hence the whole empire came to an end.